Christmas Eve a couple years ago, there was a large, huge fire here. And again, just reminds everybody how dangerous of a job it is to make steel here and down here in Coke. And you know, back then, 5 years ago, they did an amazing job to rebuild it immediately, quickly after that. So my whole thoughts go to the families. They've lost someone today, and it's just absolutely tragic. And now I grieve for these families, and again, I'm proud to stand with the steel workers and to make sure why we do anything possible after this terrible tragedy.
So, Senator,
were there safety concerns?
Yes, that's what I've been heard, and then there's one up to one people that are now unaccountable and trying to find after that as well too. I mean, let's hope that's just not the case. But my God, it just reminds people of how dangerous of a job that this is.
Senator, I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
What?
Were there prior concerns, safety concerns, prior to this?
I mean, I don't think it's not because it's reckless kinds of. It is safe, but it's a dangerous job, undeniably. And to me, it reminds me of that huge fire that happened on Christmas Eve, I think 5 or 6 years ago. And you know, they were able to bounce back, and they rebuilt it in record time. And they used all the union workers in the region now. And I was proud to stand here now, and I plan to do the exact same thing now, whether I was as a lieutenant governor when that happened, or as United States Senator. You know, the steel way of life here is sacred, and it's still dangerous. And my thoughts go only to the families that might lose people today.
You said one person. Could you repeat that? I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
Yeah. Again, this is my understanding that there's one person that's unaccountable right now. That after what happened with the explosion.
Have you been in touch with U.S. Steel employees?
Yeah, that's what I've heard when I went down there. But again, I don't have, I can't confirm that, but that's what I've seen. But without a doubt, this is tragic what's happened, and I don't know what kind of damage occurred to the facility. But just when this happened back years ago, they were able to come back and rebuild it, and I'm sure that's what they're willing to do. You know, just after this, just awful.
Senator, what's your message to community members here in Clairton?
It's just heartbreaking. I grieve with all of them, and the shock and the tragedy of what happened today. I was just out here in the area, and I just head straight right here. Again, this is our communities. I live here, and that's why this way of life here is. That's why I fought for it, and to have all this maintained. Whether I live right across the street at the Edgar Thomson plant, I mean that's the way of life out here in this region.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.